Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Paul with Spheric Reptiles, and the question is, does size matter with ball pythons? I mean, does size really matter with ball pythons? I mean, we're talking about ball pythons, so does size really matter? And second of all, I got to thank North Texas Morphs for the t-shirt I picked up at the show. Snakes are my favorite people. I mean, as long as I don't run into any two-legged snakes, I'm good, right? You know, if I see a two-legged snake, they might need to get shot. So, but anyway, hey guys, this video will just pretty much cover from hatchling all the way through a snake that's about, I'm just going to say about 2 years old. We're going to stick with those size ranges. So everything from about 100 grams all the way up to 2,000 grams, or more or less 2,000 grams, breeder size for females. I'm going to show you the difference in the sizes. I'm going to keep that one small one out there, and then you can decide for yourself, does size really matter? So just let me know what you think. And if you do like this, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button for me, and then, you know, let me know in the comments. So, hey, without further ado, hey, take a look. All right, so our first snake that we'll show will be a Wookie. And I wanted to show you guys this snake so that you can really see the size of a hatchling size. And so here is the Wookie. And you can see how she looks. And if we can get the head to come around, that's actually the Wookie. Great pattern morph. It's incomplete dominant. It's not a recessive. And you can pick this up. A little bit harder to find, but they're becoming more popular. So this is the Wookie right here. So this snake is 258 grams. So this is definitely a smaller snake. So at 258 grams, that's the Wookie. And what I'm going to do is put right next to it a Fire Clown. This is the Fire Clown. And you can see right there how she looks. The fire really brightens up the sides of it, as well as the dorsal pattern. This is a single gene, incomplete dominant fire with the clown, which is a recessive. And I want you guys to see what the size difference in these snakes are. So they're about the same length. They're about the same length of a snake. So the one difference is their body girth. So if you look at the girth in this snake, the Fire Clown, to the Wookie, you can see that there is a big difference in the girth of the body. So I'm going to leave the Wookie out, and I will put the Fire Clown back up so that you can see. So this will be considered so size, and if it matters, this snake is about maybe 10 months old or 9 months old, weighs about 500 grams, 490 grams. And remember, this one weighs about 285, 284. So this snake is only a month older than this snake. And so that goes to show some of their eating patterns and things like that. If I can get her to behave. So I'll just hold her. So the next snake that I'm going to show you is the pastel calico, or sugar. And this snake is really cool. So you see how the sugar just kind of takes the alien heads and really lightens them up, leaves the black in there kind of, and because of the pastel, the dorsal pattern's lightened up. There is no yellow belly in here, but it's a really pretty snake. And I think that this is one of the beauties of having the just regular incomplete dominant snakes. This doesn't have any recessives in it, and you can see just how pretty she is. But I'm going to show you guys the size difference. So you can see the size difference in the two, and how this snake, the pastel calico, is about 800 grams. So we got an 800 gram snake. So she would be considered a teenager or like a subadult. And the Wookie is right at 285 grams. And you can see the difference in this. So that's one of the things that when we think about size and how fast they grow. So the Wookie was born November of last year, and the pastel calico was born around February or March of last year. And so you can see just how she looks and the size of her and things like that. So that's another thing just to look at, how fast they grow. And she's eating every week. So hold on one second, guys. I'll get the next one. So here's another snake that I want you guys to see. And this is a lesser bongo. And you can see just how she looks. Her name is Jess. And she's really active. And so this is Jess, and I'll kind of stand in front so that she can stay calm. And she is made up of Lesser and Bongo. And Jess weighs about 1,240 grams, 1,250 grams. She is a year and a half. And so she definitely doesn't miss very many meals. She's a very big snake, as I try to get her to calm down a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll put them side by side. Give me 1 second. Trying to get everything to focus in right here, guys. I'm dealing with basically animals, so I don't really know how they're going to react every time I pull them out. But you can see the size difference in them as I try to keep her from running away. You can see the size difference in the two snakes. That Jess is a whole lot bigger, and she eats medium rats or small rats, whereas this Wookiee is a mouser. She eats mice, and that might explain why she's a little bit smaller. So if you're looking for size, you definitely would consider Jess more of a snake than the Wookiee. So even though they're both snakes. And so now we'll just move on to the next snake, which was the last one, just to show you guys the size differences, so you can ask the question, does size matter? And lastly, guys, I got the pastel Huffman, and you can see just how pretty of a snake she is. And the Huffman is definitely a pattern morph you don't see too often. And you can see that the pastel lightens up the pattern quite a bit. She actually weighs over 1,800 grams, so she'll definitely be a breeder for us this next coming season. But I want to show you guys how she looks compared to the size of the hatchling Wookiee. And Jess, by the way, was a sub-adult adult. This is a full-grown adult. Like, this is a grown woman snake. And so I'll show you the little baby snake compared to this full-grown snake. And again, I don't know if they're going to cooperate or not, but we'll see. So you see the size difference in them and how she is just really a lot bigger than the Wookiee. But guys, that's it. So that's the size as they go from a hatchling all the way to a full-grown adult. And I mean, this is what you'd end up with. You know, if you breed a ball python, this is about how big your snake will get. Of course, they can get a little bit bigger than this, up to 3,000, 3,500 grams, stuff like that. But pretty much, guys, that's what you're going to end up with. So that's the full-grown size, and that's what makes ball pythons such a good snake to have, because at this length, you can still handle them. You can handle them at this length as well, but these are the two sizes that you'd basically be working with. You'd be working with something this size or something this size. So thank you for watching this video, guys, about our snakes and asking the question, does size matter? This is such a little baby. It's like every time I hold her, I know how big she's going to get. I mean, ultimately, she'll end up a 2,000 or 3,000 pound snake. But if you do like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you do, you know, that way I can get some feedback, and then, you know, I'm always welcome to it. And I can answer some of the questions that you might have too. So until next time, guys, have a great day.